Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Trey, and I want to talk about the recent news that Marvel released about the Black Panther, where they said they won't be recasting T'Challa role at all. And I respect the decision, but I really do feel like it's an idiotic decision to make. I don't care what anybody says. Rest in peace, Chadwick Boseman. I am sorry that he died. I think it's really sad that he did die, and he accomplished so much in his lifetime, in his short lifetime. But it is really disrespectful to Chadwick, to Stanley, to Jack Kirby, and to the character T'Challa himself by not recasting T'Challa. Like, I'm sorry, that doesn't make any sense. This is the first time we finally get T'Challa on the big screen, and because the actor who portrayed him died, you guys be like, "Oh yeah, we shouldn't recast him." That makes absolutely no sense. I don't understand that. That's not how that works. When actors die, sometimes they have to be recast, and sometimes their roles do get like disappear or whatever. But when it comes to a main character, a mainstay like T'Challa, I'm sorry, you need to recast. This is T'Challa we're talking about. This character has almost what 60 years of history on him, and to recast him, or I mean, not to recast him because we want to respect Chadwick, does actually more harm than good. Because think about it, eventually you're going to have to do these characters over again. There's going to be another 10 years, another 20 years. I don't think the MCU is going to be around forever like that. And even if it was, you're still going to have to bring those characters eventually. You know what I mean? But to sit up there and not recast T'Challa because you want to honor Chadwick, who are you honoring? Like, how does that help the character? How does that broaden T'Challa himself? At some point, people have to separate the actor from the character, and this isn't a Fast and Furious thing. You can't use that as an example. This is a fictional character that has 70 years of history within him. So for him to finally have his first solo movie, and then because Chadwick died, everybody was like, well, we're just going to be lazy and not find anybody that can replace him or anything. I just don't get that. It does a disservice to T'Challa. It does a disservice to Black Panther. What other black lead role you got going on in MCU right now? You hear that? Crickets. Because there is none. And then to what? Put the sister who didn't even last that long as the Black Panther? I guess so. But people already annoyed with the forced diversity and the forced female empowerment crap. So what is the whole point? You're going to literally not have the King of Wakanda star in Black Panther 2. Do you hear how stupid that is? I don't understand. You have one of the first black characters in comics, and you don't even do anything with him because the actor who portrayed him died. I don't even understand that. If that's the case, since Jack Kirby and Stan Lee died, stop with all the Marvel characters then. No, 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 no. Let's be honest. Since everybody want to say that, use that as an excuse. Okay, Stan Lee, Jack Kirby died, right? Okay, let go of all of the characters that they did. That means the Eternals, that means Spider-Man, that means Hulk, that means Black Panther, that means Fantastic Four, that means the X-Men, that means Captain America, that means Namor, that means the Defenders, that means Hulk, Doctor Strange, Black Widow, the Avengers, Thor, not, well, you can kind of still use Thor, Wasp, Ant-Man, Silver Surfer. You see how, if you say that, oh, it's because of this character that we should respect him, okay, then so how come Marvel isn't respecting the people who created these characters then and stop using them then? Since both creators are dead, why are you using these characters then? Exactly. You see how all of that really doesn't make any sense once you come and really sit down and think about it. If Chadwick Boseman is the only person who can play T'Challa, then therefore all of these characters that's been around for all these years should only be used while Stan Lee and Jack Kirby were alive. Now that they're not alive anymore, all these characters should be retired, right? It is the same thing because they were the ones behind these characters. If you really want to get really technical with it. And Steve Ditko, I'm sorry, I forgot about Steve Ditko. They created this entire universe, and now that they're dead, why still use these characters then? Just because you have the rights to them? Okay, I guess, but the creators are dead. So, you let go. That's just like James Bond. We don't do any more James Bond because Sean Connery died. That means therefore we shouldn't make any more James Bond movies. What? That don't make no sense. Or, well, Tobey Maguire did his first 3 Spider-Man movies, and because he died, we don't do any more Spider-Man movies. You see how that kind of trickles down into another effect, because these characters are portrayed by different people so many times, and it's not right to put them in a box. It's the same thing Marvel and DC been doing with these diversity hire writers and artists. They only put them in black work. So if you're a black person, you're only in a black book. If you're an Asian person, you're only in an Asian book, whatever, and stuff like that. You never get to go and do anything else. By locking this character up and saying that the character died with Chadwick Boseman is such a disrespect. It makes absolutely no sense to the character, especially since Black Panther comic books are still going on today. What is the whole purpose of this? It makes absolutely no sense. I am sorry that Chadwick died. I really am. But at the same time, I don't feel it right to shelf the character of T'Challa just because the actor who portrayed him died. That does a disservice to T'Challa himself. He already doesn't get that much recognition, and now that he finally gets recognition and the actor died, let's put him back in a box? Like, that doesn't make any sense. That's the opposite of the whole thing of you want diverse, you want to show other minorities these characters. And you can't just do that. Because I bet you if Robert Downey Jr. had died before Iron Man 2, guess what? You would replace him. You replace Terrence Howard. You replace Edward Norton. You know what I'm saying? You replace the guy who played Red Skull. I just don't understand that. It makes absolutely no sense to me. I'm just kind of like disappointed in Marvel's decision. I have to respect it. But when Black Panther 2, I'm sorry, I don't really think it's going to be the juggernaut box office set that it was. And I really don't have any interest because all the interest died out once, like, you're not even going to bring in another character to play T'Challa. Oh, okay, great. Now we might have to deal with the sister or deal with the world of Wakanda. Okay, then, so if it's not even going to deal with T'Challa himself, don't call the movie Black Panther 2 then. Call it The World of Wakanda or Wakanda then. And then after that, leave Wakanda alone. Because, let's be honest, without T'Challa, that connection to the MCU doesn't really exist anymore. The greater universe of the Marvel Universe, without T'Challa connecting Wakanda to the rest of the Marvel Universe, it makes absolutely no sense for us to really dive into these characters, especially after T'Challa did all that stuff, opened up the nation and want to lead them to a brighter future. I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm just rambling a little bit because I'm just not really pleased with Marvel's decision. But okay, if that's the decision they go through, that's fine. I just know I wouldn't be supporting Black Panther 2. I'll just continue to read the comic books like I have. But yeah, that was my little thoughts about the whole Black Panther 2 thing. Tell me what you guys think in the comment section below. Like, subscribe, and all that fun stuff, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.